I'm back. What is good? Back in Jakarta. And today is a day where we're going to Bogor for a day trip. So just on our way to the train station, to the commuter line with Silsa. And going to rent a scooter in Bogor and see what we can do in one day. So we shall see you there. Cards work for only 7 days, so I need to buy new tickets, and instead of buying a card, I'm gonna try this Link Aja app to get a ticket. The cards are useless right now that I bought 2 of before. Rotio? No roti? Yeah. Alright, let's go have some food while we charge up the phones. Looks like the app is way harder to use than we thought. Can't top up or anything. Let's see if we can figure this out. Alright. So I topped up the card in Alphamart right behind me, but for some reason it's still asking for password. I don't know how to get it to work. Let's see if Silta can figure it out. Just missed the train. The driver closed the doors on us, but yeah, getting the ticket is a little bit of a mess. My app didn't start working at all, so I had to take out cash and get a ticket. Silsa managed to somehow do it. If you want to check out, I've actually taken this commuter train once before, so click up here to see my review of this commuter thing. But fortunately they come pretty often, I think every 5 minutes or so, so don't have to wait too long. Alright, we are in Bogor. And first thing, to rent a scooter. You know it, I know it. Whoop, whoop. And then we'll see what the first destination will be. But it is surprising that the weather is really nice, considering it's the rainy season here. Hujan banget. So perfect Sunday. Let's go check out what Bogor has to offer. You ready? Panas banget. This is station. Alright, just across the road from the railway station, and we're looking for the rental place because rather than taking a Grab, it's gonna take a long time to grab everywhere and probably gonna cost more than just renting a scooter. So if we want to go to like 4 or 5 places today, it is the only way to go. And you know me, I like the freedom of having a scooter. You can go anywhere, park anywhere, and so on. Because we are lapar banget. I found this place called Deluit, however you pronounce it, which is the most popular food place in Bogor. So apparently they have some good local foods here. Let's see what they have. Sensasi nasi jambal. So they have Sunda and Indonesian foods, Oriental, and I don't even know what else. Let's check the menu out. too hard to choose, so we're gonna go with the standard, whatever the place is called. There's a dish called the same name, so we're gonna try that one. And some juices. Just finishing up with the food, and it's pretty delicious. Other than the soup. What is the soup called? Sayur. Yeah, not really a big fan. It's too sweet or spicy for me. But this place traditional Sundanese food. So if you're ever in Bogor, check it out. So the first destination I chose is the floating markets here in Bogor. Let's see if they're actually floating or what's going on there. So we shall see you when we get there. First stop in Bogor. It's gonna be the floating markets. Hopefully they are floating instead of just regular markets. But long drive here, 45 minutes from the city. And let's go see how much. Let's go chi. Wow, wee wah. Let's go see how much the ticket. Let's go see, or whoop whoop. Let's go see how much the tickets are and see if I can get a drink. So how much were the tickets?
10,000 per person, but you can exchange with a welcome drink.
Doesn't matter if domestic or foreigner.
I think I got the foreigner as well.
I thought foreigner was 20,000.
Yeah.
Okay. So 10,000 per person per ticket. So apparently this floating market has no floating things. The only floating thing is some pieces of wood in the river. But regardless, gonna have a drink here and then move on to something new and exciting. So the floating markets place, what can I say? If you want to come for some food, then it's a good place. But if you came to see something extraordinary, this place is not for you. So onwards we go to the Botanical Gardens. The Botanical Gardens in Bogor, the most famous place in this city. And some places you're not allowed to film, apparently, said the security guy.
And you got a domestic?
And I have a domestic ticket again. How many times? I think that's the third time where I get the domestic, because I said aku orang Indonesia and everyone believed me, because I look Indonesian as well.
100%.
I think this place had over 80,000 Google reviews, so probably the most popular place near Jakarta, or in Indonesia in general, I would say. So one of the places you can't take a picture of is the presidential palace itself, but for some reason they say no to cameras, like digital cameras, but everyone with their smartphones are taking pictures like nothing. Not sure what that is all about. One thing I would say is there should be more spots for buying water and buying some snacks, because I am thirsty as and can't see any shops to quench it. So I wanted to see the deer in this park. There's 860 deer left, but turns out you can't actually access the area where they are. You can only feed them through a gate. This area is so big I don't know where the gate is, but nice place to explore. I think it's open only on Saturdays and Sundays, and people come here with their families to enjoy some picnic, some food, some nice nature. So definitely worth coming here. I think now it is time to get some shisha and then some dinner and head back to Jakarta, where it's apparently raining, but here it's been an amazing day, so got lucky on Sunday during rainy season. Alrighty, back in Chawang station. So a quick trip to Bogor. It was a little bit messy, but what do you know? Didn't plan ahead, just went with the flow. The first place wasn't worth visiting, but definitely if you're ever going to Bogor, then visit the Botanical Gardens. And it's probably a day trip there, so you can spend the whole day there, have picnic and so on. But aku lapar banget, Silsa lapar banget. And time to show you my favorite Japanese soup place, ramen place. So it is called Yoisho Ramen. Nobody's in here. Whoop whoop. Before I forget, wanted to mention one weird thing about Indonesia, which is this is standard here, so people don't care at all. But for someone coming from outside, these ondel guys who are walking on the street, it's such a random thing for me to see. Every evening they come out and they walk around. There's these huge costumes that they wear. If you've lived here your whole life, it's a normal thing, but for me it's pretty cool to see. Smells so good. Let's dig in. This is how good the ramen is. Alright, this is it for today. Thanks for having me back in the big Durian, and I shall see you tomorrow.